Hello, everyone in the Xverse, Twitterverse, and following along on the you guys are YouTube. Welcome to the first day of live stream presentations from projects which have applied for this first round of Bitcoin Beach grants for Bitcoin circular economies. We have three presentations today. If you're tuning in right now, we have one presentation now, and then we'll have a gap for some time. So then we'll go to pause and we'll return at at 4 p.m. UTC, which is 12 p.m. Eastern time. I want to thank you all for tuning in, and I'll repeat this information as we continue to go through presentations. But I encourage you to please follow all of the presenters, their Twitter accounts that you see connected to their projects. And we're putting up the project links on the Geyser Fund. Please, if you're feeling generous and supportive and you hear information that speaks to you from these presentations, please consider making a donation to their projects. The ability of all of the projects to advance Bitcoin education, adoption, merchant adoption, and grow their circular economies extends beyond any resources that we may be able to provide through these grants. So I know that they would all appreciate your support. Show them some love, show them some sats. As Geyser says, let the sats flow. So I'll be quiet. Again, my name is Scott Wolf. I'm the coordinator of the Federation of Bitcoin Circular Economies, partnering with our colleagues at Bitcoin Beach in El Salvador and Geyser Fund to advance this first round of grants as a partnership. And today we have our first presenter from the Dominican Bitcoin Circular Economy in Dominican Republic, Pedro Vital, and I will step off stage and hand it over to you, Pedro, and you have 15 minutes to tell us about your project, your vision for growing the circular economy, and what the grant funds will enable you to achieve. So over to you.
Thank you very much, Scott. The pleasure and the privilege is mine today, being able to be here and talk about our project for the circular economy in the Dominican Republic. We have been working for some time now with the Bitcoin community, already helping merchants out and consumers. And this time around, we saw that all the elements are adding up for us to be able to have a circular economy going. We understand that circular economies, they don't happen because you put on a label and call it a circular economy. There have to be a series of things that fall into place, which is basically the core of our proposal. We want to establish a circular economy based on things that merchants need, but also things that the person who's going to be paying for whatever product or services these merchants have will have Bitcoin in order to pay them. So we are not only working with the communities and preaching about Bitcoin and educating them, but we are also creating resources for merchants to make it easier for them to accept Bitcoin and any kind of inquiries they have. We have support there for them 24 hours a day. The merchants we are onboarding at the moment, and we've been able to get them on board with Bitcoin transactions as payments. You can find them on a BTC map. Our our proof of work has been showing there ever since we started the campaign, where you could see all kind of businesses coming up. In our latest post in our Geyser Fund, the entry, we also talk about how we plan to actually take this opportunity to figure out different ways of actually getting businesses to accept Bitcoin, because it's just not just about putting them on a map and exposing them to the world. We can't lose the surprise factor that when somebody casually goes to this business and tells them if Bitcoin is accepted, they're going to be able to say yes and go through with the process. And if they have doubts, they also have the resources they need 24/7 to get the kind of information to make this happen. At the end of the day, this is going to benefit the Dominican people, the merchants, but it's also going to create an experience in the Dominican Republic. As the Dominican Republic, it is already a leader in tourism around the world. We are going to be very welcoming to Bitcoiners with our circular economy, which is going to serve not only as a way to generate digital transactions amongst merchants and consumers, it's going to also become an experience. Um, Not everybody plays video games and not everybody rides bicycle skateboards like the stores we have at the moment. People also need to eat, they need places to stay, to sleep in, they need real estate agencies, marketing agencies. So we understand that our focus is to basically take all these elements, put them into place, and let the magic happen. Get the kids here who are working freelance on board with Bitcoin to accept Bitcoin payments, helping them with their advertising on our social media platforms, fellow Bitcoiners to helping them out, gaining visibility. This means these guys and these girls, they're going to have Bitcoin to spend, and the stores that they regularly go to hopefully start accepting Bitcoin. And we're not offering any magical formulas or anything like that. The people here, they're already a little bit fed up of traditional finance platform for transactions. So the next most logical aspect for Dominicans, which are already a bit decentralized to start with, since they don't count on a lot of things from the state, so they're used to doing it by themselves, is to start accepting Bitcoin freely, openly. We already are receiving a whole bunch of tourists who come here looking for all kind of experiences, and opening up the Bitcoiner niche is just another plus to the proposal that we had to offer for tourism in the country. And also, this benefits because people are going to be able to get a piece of that tourism pie. Not only the big companies who offer bundled tourism packages to people in the first world, but these small players will also have the benefit of being able to be part of this growing industry called the Bitcoin industry in the Dominican Republic, and being able to cater with Bitcoiners around the world. We are a welcoming country and needs to work because, like, we are a very welcoming country does not make us a tech savvy country. So we are very aware of all these technological and factors of age which make people a bit more scared of being able to use digital assets like Bitcoin on their phones for digital transactions, but we are very willing to work with them. We understand our approach shouldn't be aggressive, it should be hand in hand because the necessity is already there. It's just a matter of keeping the indicators proper, organizing with our collaborators that we're going to start implementing now what we're going to be doing on the ground because at the moment we've been working digitally, but we need people on the ground working with the businesses, visiting day to day, activating new use cases, and also following up our leads online because we've been launching campaigns and the necessity is there, not only from Dominicans here, but from a massive amount of Dominicans who live abroad. So we're not only helping people here locally and tourists who want to experience something new. We're creating a new channel for Dominicans who want to do business here, interact with these businesses, and in a more chilling manner. It's already difficult enough to do transactional businesses here. So, as we have on our Geyser Fund, you're going to be able to see all the fabulous updates and also the metrics we have with our chatbot that we're using to help businesses be able to communicate if they have any issue regarding anything that has to do with Bitcoin transactions. And I think my time is done for me. Hello, I can't hear you.
Thank you. Sorry, you still got about 5 minutes if you want to tell us anything.
Or
We started late because it's the first presentation. So if you want to tell us anything more about the
perfect.
vision,
Oh,
impact, etc., go ahead.
we're very open at the moment to working with collaborators, just not only Dominicans, anyone who wants to be part of this experience. We're making it all very open. Where we're going, what we're doing, and it's a good opportunity for people who want to take this research and development we're doing now and use it for their own communities. Feel free to reach out. Dominican Republic is ready for Bitcoin. We are seconds away from adoption. We just have to get the right motivation out there. And I think as soon as kids start working and businesses start offering their products and their services with Bitcoin, the next step is very, very simple. It's letting it happen. And like the seeds we plant and in fall we expect in spring the same thing is happening with Bitcoin. It's a topic in people's mouths right now. Word of mouth is everywhere. We just need the right support for the Dominican Republic and its people to understand that Bitcoin is a thing. Bitcoin is serious. People behind it are trying to do their best to make their lives better, but also by doing that, they're helping other people's lives get better. And the world is going to be a better place for all of us if we work together. Thank you very much. Make sure to follow us on our social medias to keep updated. We hope to hear from you guys soon.
Gracias, Pedro. And on that note, you'll see the link to Dominican Bitcoin Circular Economies project and their application for a grant under the Bitcoin Beach Circular Economies grant on your screen there. As Pedro said, please follow them. Please feel free to donate if you want to help them to advance their project and keep track of their work going forward. Pedro, thank you so much for joining
Thank you
us,
very
for all of
much.
your work in preparing your application, and for the time you're putting in on the ground to advance adoption and use in the Dominican Republic. And we're looking forward to continuing to work with you and support into the future. So we're going to now go on pause. We're running the live streams through, even if we don't have any scheduled presentations, just so it can be a single live stream file. We now have a little bit of a break before our next presentation in 45 minutes. That will be at 4 p.m. UTC, 12 p.m. 12 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're watching, please feel free to step away from the live stream and come back and join us at that time. And of course, the recordings will be made available after. Thanks again so much, Pedro, and have a great day. Hello, everyone, and we're about to get started again in just a moment. Fernando, mucho gusto. Bienvenido. Can you hear me?
Hola, buenos días, mucho gusto.
All right, very nice to meet you. Welcome. Um, Hello, everyone who's out there still tuned in or just tuning in. Today is the
I, wa-
first.
can, can you see my screen? I'm sharing my presentation.
Yes, perfect. They're both up, so I can see you in a small screen, and I can also see your presentation. I don't know if you want to put it on full slide view or leave it like that. I think that's fine, but just in case you want to, um, um, that's another option. We'll get started in just a moment. Some quick background for everyone who's just joining. My name is Scott Wolf. I'm the coordinator of the Federation of Bitcoin Circular Economies. We're partnering with Bitcoin Beach in El Salvador and Geyser Fund to deliver these Bitcoin Beach grants. Thank you so much for tuning in, spending some of your time to learn about these very inspiring and important projects. We hope that you will follow them on their social media accounts. Go to the homepage of the Bitcoin Beach Grants on the Geyser Fund page and take a look at the different projects. We'll provide links to each of them as the presentations go on, so you can get the link for each of the individual projects. And we want to encourage you, if you're watching out there, to please consider, making your own donations to these important projects. There are funds that are going to be distributed through Bitcoin Beach to many of these projects, but their capacity to do more, their ability to advance Bitcoin adoption, education, merchant adoption, and social impact projects is huge, and your support would be greatly appreciated, I know, by all of them. So please consider making a donation to one or more of these projects to help them advance efforts and blaze the trail for other Bitcoin circular economy projects. We have two more presentations today, one after the other. So I'm going to stop speaking now, and I'm going to hand it over to Fernando Gallegos, who's going to tell us about their vision for growing the Bitcoin circular economy in Los Angeles, and in partnership with the local Salvadoran community. So I won't take up your any more of your time. You have 15 minutes. So please go ahead, Fernando.
Thank you so much. Hi, welcome to this is Los Angeles Bitcoin Circular Economy presentation. I'm Fernando Gallegos from Bitcoin Republic, and I am the project manager for Los Angeles Bitcoin Circular Economy project. Um, our We are Bitcoin Republic is a project focused on raising awareness about Bitcoin technology among Salvadorians residing in Los Angeles, utilizing Bitcoin to enhance their quality of life. As I discovered Bitcoin in September 2021, and through my studies, I recognized the transformative potential, and this realization inspired me to share my knowledge with those unfamiliar with it. After exploring various avenues, I came across an opportunity to contribute building a circular economy in Los Angeles, which had sparked my the idea for this initiative. Um, our objective is to establish a Bitcoin circular economy within the Salvadorian community in Los Angeles, aiming to attract Bitcoin users from various other communities. Bitcoin represents a once in a lifetime opportunity to a step at a time. The initiative aims to establish a circular economy in the city of Los Angeles within the Salvadorian community, with the goal of extending its reach to broader Spanish speaking communities. Our strategy: connect with merchants on personal level, provide education through online classroom, enhance their visibility on the BTC map, The objective is to educate the merchants community on Bitcoin and its advantages as a payment method, emphasizing their market visibility. It is crucial to showcase both established businesses and street vendors on the BTC map. Our challenges are one, to distinguish ourselves as a dependable source of information on Bitcoin. We are a small one person with no set budget for this project at the moment, and to attract more Bitcoin enthusiasts to join the project. The objective is to distinguish ourselves in the community and build trust as a dependable source of information on Bitcoin, BTC Map, and related topics, including how to use digital wallets, hardware wallets, and point of sale information. I believe the team will grow with time as more people will learn about our presence. The target market for this initiative is 95 formal businesses plus hundreds of street vendors. They are located in 14 blocks from 11th Street to Adams Boulevard on Vermont Avenue and from Normandy Avenue to Hoover Street on Washington Boulevard. The Salvadorian Community Corridor, a thriving business sector in the heart of Los Angeles with owners of Salvadorian descent, spanning 14 blocks from 11th Street to Adams Boulevard on Vermont Avenue and from Normandy Avenue to Hoover Street on Washington Boulevard. There are 95 registered businesses, including restaurants, stores, insurance agencies, supermarkets, and a variety of street vendors. These serve a community of 360,000 people of Salvadorian origin, representing the largest Salvadorian community living outside El Salvador, along with other Spanish speaking communities. Our action plan is be present at the Salvadorian Festival, in person meetings, and online education. To kick off our action plan, we will introduce our project at the Salvadorian Festival in Los Angeles to raise awareness about our initiative. Next, we will conduct in person visits to businesses along the Salvadorian corridor to discuss the significance of this technology for their future. And finally, we will enroll them in online weekly classes to educate them on the fundamentals of my first Bitcoin. Our timeline. Our timeline will be divided into four periods. Starting on August, launching of the Salvadorian Fest with more than 30,000 visitors, including and concluding the month by meeting merchants in person at the Salvadorian corridor for onboarding at the BTC map. In September, initiating the my first Bitcoin 10-week online course for three separate groups on one on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. In October, we'll be engaging in a volunteer work at the Bitcoin Pacific Fest, where I will take the opportunity to attract enthusiasts to join the project, and the online classes will continue. In November, completing the my first Bitcoin online courses, followed by 2 weeks of merchant onboarding at the Salvadorian corridor. At the moment, LA Bitcoin Circular Economy Team is a solo team member now. As a solo team member now, I am excited to bring on board more passionate individuals as the project evolves against more visibility among the public. So, thank you so much for listening, and for any questions and comments, please email us at guillermo.fernando.gmail.com, and I'm welcome to take any questions from now on.
Gracias, Fernando. Maybe since you do have a couple of minutes left in your presentation time, I invite you, if there's anything else you'd like to say about how people can support you above and beyond the Bitcoin Beach grants, that are being made available. Of course, we provided the
Excellent.
link here to your presentation. But if you want to say anything else, please go ahead.
Yes, we are preparing merchandise that we are selling through the Geyser Fund website, and that will, help us with self funding. We have beautiful jerseys like the one I'm wearing, and especially design. And we also trying to make more merchandise that we try to sell at the festival, also to get funding from that. And we also take any support by from anybody who wants to support the project. It's the beginning of the project, so it's not a lot of people in the team, but I am very positive that more people will join us as we get more people learn to know about us.
Excellent. If I could maybe ask you a question as well, since you are focused on on first working with the Salvadoran community in Los Angeles, since there are other large communities of Salvadorans in other parts of the United States, in Canada, elsewhere, is there anything that you'd like to say to the people connected with those communities? Any way that they can connect in? Is there an opportunity for partnership in terms of connecting Salvadoran communities elsewhere with Bitcoin country? Any other ideas on that people could connect with you about?
Well, it is very interesting because if we, once we get visibility on the BTC map, anybody from any place in the world can actually find us. And as you see in the map, we are in the very heart of Los Angeles, in the very downtown. The main one of the main freeways here is the 10 freeway, Santa Monica Freeway. It's used by thousands, hundreds of people, and there is a huge sign about the Salvadorian corridor. So once we started to get visibility and people know that we in the corridor take Bitcoin, it will be very interesting to see more people coming to use their Bitcoin and to buy products, not only Salvadorian made products, but other kinds of products like food and fashion and other services that they offer. I cannot hear you.
I keep doing that. I'm on mute. My apologies. I said I wanted to thank you for the time that you took to prepare the application, for your time today, and for all the work that you're doing on the ground. Very important. And take this opportunity again to remind anyone watching the live stream, or if you see this recording, to please consider visiting the Los Angeles Bitcoin Circular Economy Project application on the Geyser page, and to consider making a direct donation to support their efforts. There's tremendous potential in all of these projects that have applied for the Bitcoin Beach grants, and the more support, the better. The more we accelerate adoption of Bitcoin and these local circular economies. So please encourage all of you to let the sats flow. Please consider making a small donation to this project and any of the others that you see over the course of these live streams. So again, muchas gracias, Fernando, and looking forward to the opportunity to collaborate with you and to help you keep moving forward this important work. So thank you very much, and until next time.
Thank you very much. Have a good one.
Ciao. You
Okay.
too. Okay, bear with me a moment, everyone. Next, we're moving a little bit further south for our last presentation of the day, which is to our colleagues in Suriname, I believe we have, sorry, it's at the top of my head. I'm looking. Ryan with us. Ryan, is that correct? You're on
Yes, that
stage.
is correct. Hi, sorry.
That's it. So you're joining us today to tell us about Nova Stars and your vision for expanding the Bitcoin circular economy in Paramaribo through your project. Am I correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so over to you. You have about 15 minutes to
Hmm.
tell
Can
us
I?
about your proposal.
Yeah.
And again, I encourage anyone watching this to take a look at their proposal, their project. You have the link here, and please consider making a direct donation to their project if you're inspired by what they're proposing and what Ryan tells us today. So I'll back out. Are you good to go?
No, I have one question. Can I add a presentation?
Uh, yes. Do you have it on your computer screen?
Yes, I have it on PDF.
So see if you can put your screen.
Okay, now I have it. I can have it on my screen,
Let's see it.
and I do hear myself double. I don't know.
No. Bear with us, everyone. If you're watching, this is art, not science. Um, okay, hold on. I have to make. Do you at the bottom? Do you see a share screen?
No, I see only present with a plus.
Okay, so click present.
Okay, and then video share screen. Yeah.
Share screen and see if that works. Sorry, we're using our platform from our friends at Geyser, and they left me in charge today. So you're getting the not so techie guy
All right.
working this.
I'm gonna do
No.
it like
Oh, here we go.
this. You have it.
There we go.
All right.
Perfect. We're in business. So you got 15 minutes or so from now. So I'll step off, and looking forward to hearing about Nova Stars.
All right. Um, Good day, everyone. Uh, Last year, I moved to Suriname. I'm born and raised in the Netherlands. With my past, I decided to do social projects in this country to bright up some lives. That's I hope to do that. Um, we are on our way. We decided to do it with football, to match football with life skills. So what our mission is that we want to try to teach kids different life skills that they can use on the field but also off the field, and not only now but in the future as well, so they can be a good citizen. With this saying is that we already have 800 to 900 participants, and we are growing. So in 1 year we achieved like good numbers, um, and we hope to grow more. So yeah, let me go to the next one. Um, we start from 3 year olds, 3 years old, and the oldest is 25, but he is having some yeah, some things going on with himself that he is acting younger than he is. So that's why we allow him to participate also. We had in our second month an exclusive clinic with the former head coach of the national team and also a Dutch former player, Aaron Winter. He played for Ajax as well. Um, After 3 months were going on with the project, we decided to start in the competition because we found a lot of talent that didn't have the possibility to participate in the competition yet. So We did participate with the under 14, under 16, and under 18 because I believe with younger kids you need to build longer um, before you make that step. The under 14 won a tournament, so we are new, but we won a tournament, and we delivered the number two on the top scorer list. We hosted a intra club tournament from ourselves with 500 of our kids, and we have launched Bitcoin. We have launched it with a federation in Fedi. We have now partnered with SES Mining, and we hope we will partnering more with multiple companies, people, and getting support out of the Bitcoin world. Um, Here's what we do, what our ambitions are. We want to do a lot. I'm not gonna tell them all. I hope you can read it because some will speak from themselves. We hope to foster partnerships. We hope to build a professional organization. We want to expand our teams in the competition because we want to participate with all the under classes, under 8 to under 20. And we have taken over another club. They are playing on the second division, but later on we will talk about it more. Um, we have conversations going with Roman Catholic Church. They have 70 schools in Suriname with an average of 21,000 students, starting from 4 years old to older. And with that, we want to, how do I say it? We want to, sorry, um, implement our project into their schools. So we don't want to do it with only football. We want to do it with volleyball and more sports because I can love football and I can have talent in it, but somebody else does like another sport. So we're creating a program that's not only for football and can be implemented in multiple schools. And we hope to do that with more people, organizations, or whatever, instead of only the church, because how more, how better. Um, the Nova Stars Club Home, we already signed a contract. We have signed a contract for leasing, like leasing, buying. It's a leasing buy contract we signed over a couple of years. And from here, we want to offer the kids a second home where they can have meals, rest, homework, tutoring, workshops, and Bitcoin education. We are getting the compound ready at this moment. We signed last week. We just dropped it on X, and we hope we will get it done this week, maybe next week, but hopefully this week. Um, Financial education. Why is that so important in Suriname? Here, people don't have any clue how they have to, yeah, how they have to use money or have to spend money. Um, when they get salary here in 2 weeks, the money is finished and they don't have anything left. Um, and that's what you don't want. You want a community going and being stable for the entire month until they get their new salary or even they can save. So there comes in Bitcoin as well because um, this country does have a lot of problems. We have inflation problems. We have problems in um, how to use it, how to use your money, how to get to your money, etc., etc. Because if you have your money on the bank, they tell you how much you can have in valuta, like in US dollars or in euros or whatever. So your money isn't uh, totally yours, and that's what's giving people a mixed feeling. When they receive the salary, they take it out of the ATM and they spend it in cash, and there we want to come in with Bitcoin as well. This is about Slate Juniors. We're taking over the team. They are playing on the second league, second division of Suriname. If the season is still going. So if we are reaching the top two, we are going to the first and the main professional league. I will have chairmanship, but maybe I'm going to be director because it's going to be a company instead of that it is registered in that you have a position chairman. Um, and we have international opportunities with this because you have the CONCACAF tournaments going, and Suriname's team won last year, so there's potential to grow to that level. So that's why it's a big step for us to take over a team and participate on this league, because our kids can grow to this, and then you have a platform where you provide everything in football. We want to participate in tournaments next year. TST it's just finished like a couple of weeks ago, and the Soca America. Um, the one is more big than the other, but it's also more expensive than the other. So we really try to find a solution for both and to participate. The Soca Americas do have a youth tournament as well, and they have a World Cup tournament in Europe. This year is in Oman. Next year will be in Europe. So you give the people from Suriname the option to play abroad, and that's something new because that's only possible in professional football on the 11-11 squads, and this is 7-7. So with this, we try to open a new world for the people. That is everything I want to say. I have Kane next to me. I will give him the word about how we want to come in with Bitcoin as well, because I have my job, and that is all everything in general except the finance. So he will talk about that.
Good day, everyone. My name's Kane Thomas, and I've recently moved over here to help Ryan with this project. I was a Bitcoiner before I came over here, and I've got Bitcoin into this project because we both believe that it can make a difference to the people here in Suriname and make our project sustainable as well, moving forward and looking down the long picture, down the long road. Some things that Ryan mentioned as well, I'll touch on just briefly. We did an announcement with SAS Mining, who came on. They've been getting on to 2 months now, and they're helping us build our Bitcoin treasury. And we've had some other people donate as well, that are bringing on the Bitcoin, building the Bitcoin treasury, which is helping a lot. There's a couple other things that we're doing. We've created a federation with FediMint. We hope to get that going next month. The selection teams will be the first ones that implement that. And we'll move them across we're in a WhatsApp group now, but we'll move them across to Fedi's app and have everything going from there. And we'll be able to reward the players. We'll do challenges, we'll do little projects, even schooling, making sure they attend schooling. All will get rewarded in sats, and then we'll build some like kind of Bitcoin liquidity in the community. And that's the way we've got to kind of start it, I believe. Also, we'll be implementing paying our trainers in Bitcoin as well. That will be starting. We've already had talks with them. We spoke to Slay as well. As Ryan mentioned, we're taking over that team. We've spoke to the players and I guess the board members, and they're all on board with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is having a bit of an awareness in Suriname. There's a lot happening. There's a lot of people that want to do education as well. And Ryan touched on that about the financial education. Suriname's just became a light node with the new Premier Bitcoin organisation. So we hope to have classes in the new headquarters that we've signed the lease contract with, probably starting around middle of August. We've got a couple of teachers ready, so they just need to go through, learn the course, and then we can start teaching the kids how to use it, and parents as well. So we're touching quite a lot of people. Ryan mentioned the participants, 800 to 900, but then if you have families as well, you're getting on that 1,500 people that we could be touching, and we know the demand there for more kids that want to join the Nova Stars organisation. We just need some areas we need a little bit of funding because there's some security issues. So we need some areas cost a little bit more, and we need to navigate those challenges. I think that's about it where we're going. We hope to have a couple more announcements coming out, start advertising Slay as well, and go from there.
Fantastic. Thank you both so much for walking us through the project, the vision for expansion of activities through the organization, and how Bitcoin permeates the project and will be used as a vehicle for advancing Bitcoin education and adoption. I will just remind everyone who's watching out there, or if you're watching the recording of this, to go take a look at Nova Star's proposal on the Geyser page. That's the specific link that you see right down there in the caption space on the Geyser page. We'd like to encourage people to consider making donations to projects that inspire you. Of course, this is part of the Bitcoin Beach Grants, but these projects will have a life well beyond that. And as they just touched on, there's a great need for support. So we're counting on people around the world to let the sats flow, as Geyser says, and help support projects. So please consider a donation to this project, and you had all the contact information for them as well. So please reach out if you have questions for them. If there are other ways you can support, and that will bring us to conclusion for this presentation. I want to thank you both for all the work that you've put into the application, as well as your time in presenting today, and looking forward to keeping in touch and collaborating with you over the months ahead. And I want to thank all of you who are tuning out there via the live streams. This is our last presentation of today. A reminder that we have 3 more days of live streams. The bulk of presentations are tomorrow, July 10th and July 11th. You can look to the Federation of Bitcoin Circular Economies Twitter handle for those times. We get underway tomorrow, I believe, at 4 p.m. 10, I think it's 10 a.m. Eastern Time, which is 2 p.m. UTC. We'll be sending out more message via Twitter so that you can tune in. Thank you for spending some time with us today and for supporting Bitcoin Circular Economy projects around the world. We're just getting started with this sort of effort to bring Bitcoin Circular Economies together and find ways to support development. And like the amazing gentleman in the video right there, hopefully we'll all be raising trophies celebrating our success in advancing Bitcoin Circular Economies over the months and year ahead. So thank you all so very much, and I'm going to wrap it up for now, and we hope that you will be able to tune into our sessions tomorrow. Thanks so much. Thank you both very much. Bye for now, everyone.